I found a short wig that's the wrong color. This is the one that made me look like a mushroom, but it's a better color. This one is way too blonde. But, I'm trying to make life interesting for you and for myself to do something different. It is a fun thing when the snow is on the ground to just dig into your cabinets and into your places where you put things and see what you got. I found things yesterday that I forgot I had. And I cooked yesterday. I made chili and I made 3-bean salad, which I made with 2 beans and corn. And it's really good. I will give you the recipe for that. It's something you can do with your canned goods that you don't have to have fresh. You have to have onions and peppers if you got them, but it's not necessary. It's green beans, kidney beans, and wax beans, or spicy whole grain corn, and onions and peppers, and vinegar and oil and sugar. You don't have to put real sugar. And you let it marinate in the fridge, and you can eat it for several days. And I ate a whole bowl in 2 days. It was really good. And then I made chili, made a big pot of that, so I will have something like that for 2 or 3 days. Not have to call for groceries. I had that stuff. Well, there used to be I think it was a television program called Truth or Consequences. I don't even remember how it worked. I just remember that phrase, truth and consequences. And we have that going on in our society today. There are a lot of people that are doing things that are not according to God's plan. You can say you're a Christian, and then you can get away with sinning because God forgives sin. Yeah, you think so, but there are consequences to the sinning that happen here on earth, and then sometimes they destroy your whole life. And no telling what happens after life. For those people that just go berserk, there was some drinking in the Bible, but it talks about new wine and old wine, but there are consequences. There are people who drink and they end up hurting themselves or somebody else, and they hurt their family, and they spend their money recklessly sometimes. And there are people who gamble, who use the Lord's money sometimes to gamble. And there are people who mess around with somebody out of marriage. That's also a sin. I don't say gambling and drinking are sins. I don't think the Bible addresses that exactly, but there are consequences. There are consequences to all the things that we do that don't make sense. Some things just don't make sense. And I listened to Dave Ramsey, who is a really smart man about your finances, and he keeps calling people stupid. He says, pay off your debt. Don't get into debt. Don't spend God's money doing stuff that doesn't help your family or the church or anybody. There are consequences to the things that we do that are not according to God's plan. And even though you may not be, put in jail or ostracized from your friends and family or the church, there's still consequences. And sometimes they come on and over a long period of time. I watch a hospice nurse on Facebook who is an alcoholic, and she said the other day that she'd been sober for 7.5 years. And she said, I would still like to take a drink. the consequences last a long time. And if you can, while you're young, make it so that you have a disciplined, pure, moral, holy life. You'll be so much happier. Those things that you think are fun are temporary, and sometimes the consequences are deadly. Please be careful, particularly in this society today. Stand strong, be courageous, do the right thing, plan your life as one that God would recommend. God bless you today.